Daniel, where are you? Hurry up and come home. I'm at the grocery. I told you, right? How come you're taking so long? No, that's not important right now. I'm having contractions. I need to go to the hospital, so I need you to drive me. Come home right now. Oh, I can't. Why not? I mean, don't lie to me about contractions. You're still 10 days away from your due date. Maybe you ate something bad that upset your stomach. Normal stomach pains and labor pains are totally different. The due date is just an estimate. It doesn't mean I will have the baby on the exact date. It could be any day now. Oh, maybe you noticed. Noticed what? I don't know what's going on, but please drive me to the hospital. The contractions stopped now, but I don't know when it's going to hit again. I need to get to the hospital as soon as possible. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to tell you now that you've found out. About what? Hey, whatever. Just come home now. I'm about to have a baby. I can't. I'm on vacation with my ex-wife. What? Well, I'm still waiting for her, but our hearts are already traveling together. Your ex-wife, Marie? Yes. I can't go back because I'm already on the train. So there's no point in lying to get my attention. I'm not lying. I mean, aren't you the one lying? You say you'll go to the grocery quickly. It's your fault for believing me. I'll be back in a week or so. We'll discuss the divorce then. If you've already made up your mind, there are divorce papers in the safe with my signature on them. Bye. You, stupid man! You left Zoey in labor and went on a trip with your ex-wife? Are you serious? What, sis? Her parents live far away, and you're the one who has to be there for her. What the hell are you thinking? Come back here right now. When I get back, I'm going to scold you a lot for being such a stupid husband. No, what are you thinking? I haven't heard from you in a while, but you've been fooled by Zoey's lies. What? Oh, well. I know you're good friends with Zoey, who is also your coworker at work, so understandably you'd believe her. But you should calm down first, so that you'll be able to see through lies like I can. What the hell are you talking about? I was there for the birth you were supposed to be there for. What? There's no lie, no matter what you think. Are you trying to tell me that there's something wrong with my eyes? What? It was true? She gave birth? Yes, about 2 hours ago. What? Now I can divorce more easily. What? What are you talking about? I mean, she's 10 days ahead of her due date. This is confirmed by the fact that the baby has a different father. What? If she was cheating on me, then she can't complain about me getting back together with Marie. Yes, it's settled. I mean, it's her fault for cheating on me first. Before you complain about me, you should take a look at what she's doing. Are you serious? Because it's 10 days. 10 days early. It is normal. What? No way. I think 10 hours is normal. But 10 days? That's not normal at all. Zoey showed me the conversation with you, but I didn't think you were this stupid. What? I don't get it. To begin with, Marie's already... Oh, Marie's here now. Well then, bye. Daniel, wait! Hi, Zoey. How are you? Hi, sis. Everything is good. I'm fine, and so is my son. That's good to hear. Can I have a minute to talk? Sure. Is it about Daniel? Yeah, I'm sorry. So it turns out, is it true that he's with his ex-wife? Well, it's something I can't really say yet. At least in my mind, it's unthinkable that Marie and stupid Daniel getting back together. Is there a reason? You know that I know Marie for a long time, right? Yeah, I heard that you used to hang out with her since you were teenagers. That's how Daniel met her, and they ended up getting married. So he told you about everything. That's weird. Hahaha. Well, it's a similar story to us, so I think that's why it came up in the conversation. I'm really sorry about my stupid brother. No, it's okay. So for me, it's possible that his feelings for Marie came back and he's trying to get back together with her. No matter how much he wants to get back, Marie has her own reasons, you know. Own reasons? I still have her number. It's not as much as it used to be, but we're still getting in touch sometimes. So I know that Marie has remarried. Oh, she married too? Yeah, she told me they didn't have a wedding ceremony, just a registry. But the guy she got married to is, what? Oh no, I'm sorry. I should get back to work. Oh, you were at work? Thank you for checking on me. No problem. Anyway, it's a long story, so I'll visit you after work today. I don't want you to get sick by telling you too uncomfortable a story. It seems like my foolish brother is getting what he deserves on his own, so I will explain to you later. Is that so? Okay.
Zoey, please. Please say that we're a very loving couple. You don't think I'm thinking of getting back together with Marie, do you? Please. You're not thinking of divorcing me, right? Zoey.
Zoey, it's an emergency. What? Jenny, I thought you were at work. I just left work early and I'm in a cab. What happened? You said Daniel left the divorce papers and went on a trip, right? Yes, that's what happened. I'm sorry, but can you tell me the PIN number of the safe it's in? Oh, a safe is just a box that's decorated like that, but it's not locked, so... Well, I have to use the key you gave me the other day to get into the house to take out the divorce papers. Okay, but what's going on? You should divorce Daniel immediately. What? Immediately? You mean right now? Do you mean today? Yes! I have to run in before the office closes. I just got a call from Marie saying that her husband and his men caught Daniel doing a stalker thing. Stalker? I guess they didn't get back together after all. But he told me he's traveling with Marie. Well, Marie posted online about her trip with her current husband. He thought she was talking about him. Seriously? It seems he didn't know about Marie's remarriage, but even so, his misunderstanding is too much. But still, it seems like a lot is going on, suddenly recommending me to get a divorce? And who are Marie's husband and his men? So they went on a trip with his men? What kind of person she is? I'm sure you'll understand if you hear the truth. It's a bit of a long story. I'll tell you later. Anyhow, she mentioned that things are likely to get complicated from now on, and she suggested to cut ties with him today. What do you think? Well, I had already considered that a divorce was inevitable, so I figured the timing was the only thing left. If you're saying today is the right time, then yes. Good. Well, I'll take the divorce papers and head to the hospital right away. We'll talk about the details then. Oh, and if Daniel says anything to you, don't respond until I get there. Got it.
Hey, you haven't replied to me at all since then, but we're a happy and loving couple, right? It's really just a coincidence that I saw Marie, right?
We're already divorced.
What?
You left the divorce papers that you had already filled out. You also told me that I should just get it over with. So I submitted the papers thinking, okay, now we'll never be able to go back to the way we were. Did I do something wrong? I did just as you said.
Wait. Right now, you're still in the hospital, right? How could you submit divorce papers?
My lawyer submitted it for me.
Really?
I've already heard about the trouble that happened over there.
Do you already know? What? Who told you? Marie? No, I'm sure she doesn't know your contact information.
I don't know. Who do you think? But that doesn't matter anymore. You and I are strangers now, so please don't drag me into this.
No way.
Goodbye.
I screwed up. No. Sis, why didn't you tell me that Marie has remarried and that her new husband was a gang leader? If I had known, I wouldn't have done this.
I tried to tell you. You got carried away and didn't listen to me. Well, it's your fault for stalking her. Karma served you.
Oh no.
I mean, how can you message me?
They said it was my last chance. They said they'd go easy on me if I could get at least 2 of my relatives, or one of them to care about me.
You need to be hurt once and for all.
Sis, wait a minute. If you say that for real, they're gonna hurt me. You're just gonna let me die?
Well, don't worry, they won't take your life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, these days they won't just take your life like that.
Really?
Well, I don't know if that's true. Maybe they don't care as long as you're alive? Maybe it's worse than having your life taken away?
What? Wait, don't say those disturbing words after reassuring me. I mean, you and Marie are still in contact, right? I'm your brother. Can you stop them as a sister?
Oh, please, I will cut off ties with you.
What?
Well then.
Are you kidding me? Sis!
A few days later, the alimony and child support for my child were transferred to my account. According to my sister-in-law, she had just transferred the entire amount of Daniel's savings, plus the severance payment and contribution from her. She said it was not so-called dirty money. I trust my sister-in-law, so I decided to use this money gratefully. And there was a follow-up report saying that Daniel had been quite beaten up. He seemed certain that he had made an enemy of terrible people. It seems that they have arranged for him to find employment overseas, so he won't appear in front of us ever again. I don't know the full story, but I will try my best to raise my child on my own.
Kelly, I heard you brought your fiancé home the other day. Why don't you let me meet him? I wanted to greet him properly as your sister. I heard he works for a big company. Is he an elite? And I've heard he's handsome like a celebrity. Oh well, I know you know why I didn't let you meet him. Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's common sense to introduce your fiancé to your family. It's cruel to make me feel left out. I won't let you forget what happened 5 years ago. What did you do to me again? Oh, are you still holding on to something from that long ago? It couldn't be helped back then. He also said he preferred me, you know? Because you tempted him. There's no way I can forget. Just as we decided to get married and register our marriage, you stole my fiancé. It's not my fault. It's on you to be engaged and feel all secure. If you didn't bother with self-care, it's only natural he'd be attracted to a beautiful and charming sister. Despite being busy with work and wedding preparations, I can't possibly do heavy makeup like you do every day. See? That's why you let your guard down and end up losing a man. Unlike me, who is beautiful, you're ugly. You should make an effort with makeup and fashion. In any case, I won't let you meet my fiancé, but I'll invite you to the wedding. So until then, behave yourself and don't ruin my wedding. When you say it like that, I become even more curious about your fiancé. I'm already over 30, so I want to get married and settle down soon, you know? Are you planning to steal my fiancé again? Please, don't do anything like that. I promise I won't, so introduce me to him. No. I won't let you meet him. Sis, you are so mean. But watch and see. I'll definitely get close to your fiancé. I was full of happiness as I was about to marry my fiancé soon. But there was one thing that worried me. 5 years ago, I went through a terrible experience because of my sister. At that time, I had a fiancé, but shockingly, my sister secretly exchanged contact information with him. After a fierce pursuit, she managed to take him away from me. My parents were furious because we had already set the date for our wedding, and we were about to register our marriage that time. In the end, they kicked my sister out of our home. However, my sister was unfazed and went on to marry him. My sister has always been selfish, always wanting whatever belonged to me. In our childhood, she would frequently take my favorite toys and stuffed animals. When we became adults, she would use my clothes and bags without permission. And when I tried to stop her, she would simply say, "We're sisters, sharing things is normal," and brush it off. So I had been careful not to show my sister anything truly important to me, but I never expected that my sister would go after my fiancé. When he told me that he loved my sister more, I was at a loss. As my sister said, even though we're sisters, she is much more beautiful than me. But I never thought he would be easily taken away like this. Moreover, my sister divorced shortly after marriage, saying there was no excitement after marriage. Originally, my sister didn't like my fiancé at all. Her goal was to take something precious from me. So, when she actually got married, her feelings quickly cooled off. Due to such a painful past, I made sure that my sister wouldn't take away my fiancé this time. I avoided letting my sister meet my fiancé until just before the wedding. She persistently demanded to meet with him, but I firmly refused. However, my sister showed a keen interest in my fiancé. I was on edge. While keeping an eye on my sister, I steadily proceeded with the wedding preparations. But once again, I received an unbelievable message from her. Kelly, I have big news.
What?
I'm getting married.
What? You're lying, right?
It's true. What's with that boring reaction? First of all, you should say congratulations, right? Your own sister is getting married.
Well, congratulations, sis. But it's such a short notice. Did you have someone you're dating now?
Well, I just recently met someone. He fell in love with me at first sight and proposed to me within a week of going out.
In 1 week? How is that possible?
Well, that's how attractive I am. By the way, who do you think it is?
Someone I don't know, right?
Actually, you know him very well.
What? Do we have any mutual acquaintances? We went to high school and college separately. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head.
As usual, you're not very smart. Well, I'll tell you. My fiancé is your fiancé.
Huh?
Oops, I mean your ex-fiancé. I'm sorry I stole your fiancé again.
What? Did you dream about that or something? I don't understand.
I understand why you don't want to accept reality. But unfortunately, this is not a dream, it's reality. Starting today, your fiancé is mine.
Seriously? Then how did you meet my fiancé? I'm pretty sure you've never met him.
Actually, I secretly followed you on your dates. So after you two parted ways, I chased after him. That's how I got his contact information.
You even followed us.
It's your fault that you wouldn't let me see him. The more you try to hide it, the more I wonder what he looks like. He's as handsome as they say. He's fresh, smart, and funny. We got to know each other very well on the same day. We've been seeing each other every night lately.
I'm sorry, I still don't get it.
Oh, my poor sister. You're in shock because your fiancé was taken from you and you're trying to escape reality. Don't worry, I'm sure you will heal in time. And you'll realize that I'm the one who deserves him.
Hey, maybe you're mistaken about something.
I'm not mistaken. You're the one who should give up on him. I'm sure he'll call off the engagement before long. If you want him to be happy, just accept it.
Well, I'm at a loss. I really don't understand what's going on.
Is he really my fiancé? Well, you can just keep doubting me like that for now. I'll send you an invitation to the wedding soon. Then you can look forward to it. That's how my sister ended the conversation. I had no idea what she was talking about. She told me that my fiancé had proposed to her, and she is very proud of it, saying that she is seeing him every night. But the reality is, I have already moved in with my fiancé. He was standing next to me when my sister messaged me. And just to be sure, I asked him if my sister had ever spoken to him. He said he had no recollection of her ever talking to him. So, who was this fiancé of mine that she was talking about? It was a month later that the truth came out. Kelly, long time no see. How have you been? Oh, I'm sorry. How can you be fine when your fiancé was taken away from you, right? I'm fine as usual. What do you want? I'm officially married, sister. I wanted to have the ceremony first, but all the venues are booked up. He says he doesn't care about the ceremony. He just wants to be married as soon as possible. So we decided to register first and move into our new house. Well, congratulations. Wow, you are congratulating me now? Yeah, why? You don't have to act so tough. I'm sorry that you lost your fiancé again, but he chose me this time too. You should honestly admit defeat. Well, I didn't mean to lose. Anyway, did you introduce him to Dad and Mom before you got married? What? I didn't have to introduce him to them. You already introduced him when you got engaged to him. Our parents already know him very well. Besides, Dad would be upset if I told him I stole your fiancé again. I also heard his parents are strict too. To be honest, it's a hassle to go and say hi to them. No, I don't think our parents have probably met the man you married. I don't know him either. I think you should go and say hello to both families properly once. Oh my god, you know what? Are you still talking like that? As usual, you don't seem to have accepted reality. Maybe you still haven't recovered from the shock. It's ugly to cling to a past lover forever, you know. Give it up and look for someone else. No, I'm not shocked at all. And I don't need to look for someone else. But talking about this never seems to get anywhere. Well, whatever. Are you coming to my wedding? What? I sent you an invitation, but I haven't received a reply. Did you look at it properly? I've been so busy with the move, I didn't check the mailbox properly. It's impossible for you to send a wedding invitation in the first place. Why not? You just got out of an engagement, so it's odd that you're planning a wedding. It was a fake invitation anyway, wasn't it? You're such a pathetic woman, pretending to have a wedding like that. Jesus Christ, you keep turning your back on reality. Sis, I'm getting ready for a real wedding. I even have to prepare the seating arrangements. So please tell me if you're going to be there or not. That's why I'm telling you, it's impossible for you to have a wedding. Your ex-fiancé is married to me. I am his wife now. Wake up from reality already. Then let me ask you, can you tell me the name of the man you got married? Now what? He's your ex-fiancé. Why are you asking me his name? Just tell me. What's going on? I'm marrying Victor. I knew it. What? What do you mean? Victor is the name of your ex-fiancé, right? He's not my fiancé. Huh? My fiancé is called Sam. Sam? That's a lie. Why does he have different names? Because it's a different person. It's only natural that his name is different. That can't be true. I took your fiancé from you and we registered as a married couple today. Your ex-fiancé is Victor, not Sam. Don't lie to me just because you're frustrated that I stole your fiancé again. You said before that you followed me on a date. Could it be when we were at the coffee shop in front of the station? Well, yes. He was your fiancé, Victor, wasn't he? You were smiling happily with him, weren't you? He's my business partner. What? We didn't have a date. We had a business meeting. Business meeting? He may have been good looking. He's about my age too. But unfortunately, he's not my fiancé. He's just a business partner. No way! You looked so happy and smiling. That was obviously a date.
Well, if the business meeting went well, you'd have a smile on your face. I think you've got it all wrong, sister. I noticed that we weren't on the same page, but now I know why. You thought my business partner was my fiancé.
I can't believe I had the wrong guy. I thought I had just stolen your fiancé from you.
Well, even if it was the wrong person, Victor is handsome and works for a good company. Aren't you glad you got married?
That's true, but it would have meant so much to take your man away from you. I am so disappointed that he's not your real fiancé.
I can't believe how terrible a person you are.
I always want to be better than you. I can't allow you to be happy before me.
But he proposed to you because he fell in love with you, right? I find it a little hard to believe that he's going to marry you within a week of meeting you. But if you like him too, there's nothing wrong with that. Besides, Victor graduated from a famous university. I think it suits you, who loves branded things.
Well, if you put it that way, I got a well-educated, good-looking guy. It's frustrating that I made a mistake, but I guess I'm going to stay married to him.
So, will you come to my wedding with your husband, Victor?
Yeah, I guess so. I'll show you how well I get along with my handsome husband.
I was surprised that my sister was trying to steal my fiancé again, but apparently she got the wrong man. She mistakenly thought that the business partner I happened to be with was my fiancé. But even though she had mistaken him for my fiancé, she was still very fond of him. My wedding went well. I thought everything was settled. However, my sister once again stirs up trouble. It was about 2 months after she got married.
Kelly, I changed my mind. Give me your husband.
What?
I've decided to get a divorce.
What? Divorced already? Sis, you just got married.
You've got to be kidding me. I can't stay married to that man.
What happened? I've only known Victor for business. He didn't seem like such a bad guy to me.
He's a problem, but his parents are worse.
His parents?
They're terrible. We got married and moved into a new place, but his in-laws came in. They said they're moving in together.
What?
It seems their house is aging and the leaky roof is bad. It looks like they've set their eyes on our new place.
Living together temporarily might be unavoidable, but did they really intend to move in with you?
Yes. It would have been nice if Victor had refused, but he's obedient to his parents. And he said, my parents are your parents too. In the end, we ended up living together with the 4 of us.
Jesus.
Moreover, both my in-laws tried to take advantage of me. They say housework is the wife's duty, yet they do nothing around the house. They complain about my cooking and cleaning, saying it's not good enough. They forced me to quit my job and I can't go outside. They constantly nag about wanting grandchildren. Every day is like hell.
Oh no, that sounds horrible.
The reason behind Victor proposing to me within a week of the meeting was his parents pressured him to get married quickly.
Yeah, 1 week is too fast.
They were rushing him to get married and have a grandchild quickly. In the midst of all that, he happened to start talking to me. That's why he proposed to me so fast.
So rather than falling in love with you at first sight, it's more like...
He said he was willing to marry any reasonably young woman just to settle down.
It sounds really tough.
It's the worst. I'll go crazy if this continues. I managed to get a handsome husband, but I never expected such unreasonable in-laws to come with the package.
But I think your responsibility in all this can't be ignored.
Why? I didn't do anything wrong.
You didn't go to meet your fiancé's parents before you got married. If you had met them beforehand, you might have reconsidered the marriage itself, right? I think it's your fault that you accepted the proposal without taking the time to get to know Victor.
Even if I said that, I wanted to get married as soon as possible. I wanted to take away your fiancé as soon as possible.
That's another problem. You chose him because you thought he was my fiancé. As it turns out, you got the wrong guy. If you've learned your lesson, stop trying to take things away from people. You should marry someone you truly love.
That's why I'm asking you to give me your husband.
What? Sis, did you read what I said?
When I saw him at your wedding, I thought he was a very nice man. But at the time, he had just gotten married to you. I held back from getting close to your husband. But I'm divorcing Victor now. I'm going to marry your husband after all.
I can't believe you. How dare you try to take what's mine away from me, sis?
I can't allow you to be happy while I'm going through so much. Someday I'll steal your husband too. Remember that.
But you can't get close to him.
What are you talking about? Of course I can. Because no man can resist my charm. They all fall for me. I'll definitely take your husband away from you.
That's physically impossible. We're moving overseas soon.
Huh?
My husband has been assigned to an overseas project and I've decided to go with him. We will probably live overseas for more than 3 years.
What? No way! I have to put up with that alone for more than 3 years? In the meantime, I'm getting older and older. I can't wait that long.
No, you don't have to wait. You can just find someone else.
No way! Hey, is it impossible to stop your husband from going overseas?
Nope.
Where are you guys moving?
I won't tell you. I know you won't do it, but I wouldn't want you to follow him overseas. Well, I'm busy with preparations for the move. Goodbye.
Wait, Kelly! Don't leave me alone! At least tell me where you are.
After that, my sister asked Victor for a divorce. However, Victor refused to get a divorce, and as expected, her parents-in-law opposed the divorce. Now, she's stuck in this cramped living situation and still can't get a divorce. Given that she married someone she doesn't even love and ended up living with in-laws who mistreat her every day, it's undeniably a tragic situation. But in my sister's case, I think she got what she deserved.
Come to our house now. Why are you not replying? Hey, don't tell me you are still sleeping. Most regular housewives are already up and working by this time. Are you being lazy because you're pregnant? You can't just slack off, you fat lady. Mom, why is it so early in the morning? And don't call me like that. What's wrong with calling a fat lady a fat lady? It's true, isn't it? I'm pregnant. You have no right to call me by such a malicious name. Besides, you can't just ask me to go to your house this early in the morning. You shouldn't have said that, even if I were not pregnant. I hate it when people exaggerate about morning sickness and hospitalization. If your mother-in-law asks you to come, it's common sense to rush over right away. You're always so stingy with my words. You're so cocky. Your demands are too harsh every time. Pregnancy is not a disease. When I was pregnant, I worked a lot more. I've heard it so many times that it's become a broken record. Don't talk back to me, just come quickly. My relatives are coming by lunchtime. What? It's been a while since we've gotten together and it's going to be a big party. I want 30 dishes. Come here and stand in the kitchen as soon as possible. It's only natural as a wife. Wait a minute. 15 kids are coming today too. Your job is to cook in the morning and take care of the kids from noon. If you don't take care of them, I'll ask my son to divorce you. What are you talking about? It's a good practice for you too, isn't it? Oh, the beach is nearby, so going for a swim is a good idea, right? Listen to me. My husband told you a week ago that I can't come to today's gathering. Yes, Austin told me. But He left on a business trip. Then why? I will tell you again, Mom, I'm pregnant. I have to be really careful these days. My body and my baby come first, so I can't attend the gatherings with relatives. What do you mean? Where can you find a wife who doesn't value her relatives? I will tell you again that pregnancy is not a disease. Is there any kind of gathering where a wife doesn't provide hospitality? That's just silly. I almost went into labor early and almost had a miscarriage. You know that, right? So? What? I'm going to say it one more time. Pregnancy is not a disease. If you're not sick, then come to the gathering and do your part as a wife. Now you, recite it back to me. Pregnancy is not a disease. Mom, Austin told me you understood my situation. Of course I was acting. Once Austin goes on his business trip, I can do anything I want. It's been like that for a while, hasn't it? In front of Austin, you're so kind. Why are you acting? Do you really want to mistreat your daughter-in-law to the point of deceiving your son? Well, I have to show him how nice I am. I don't care what you think of me. If I tell Austin, it'll be the end. You don't have that kind of guts, coward. But you're so good at fooling men, aren't you? Jesus Christ, I can't believe you are Austin's wife. What do you mean? Getting pregnant just to manipulate things cleverly, isn't it? I wonder what kind of technique you used. Where did you learn it? Oh my God, you are disgusting, LOL. Please stop it. That kind of statement is also making fun of Austin. We are in love with each other. Statements that belittle both me and Austin with baseless assumptions. I really won't forgive you. You can say anything you want. Don't get all upset just because it's true, LOL. That's terrible. I've made efforts to have a good relationship with you until now, but I've reached my limit. I'll talk with Austin. Go ahead. Are you sure? I will tell everything you did to me. He won't believe you. I'm his mother. I know Austin will listen to me. Then you should try it, but be prepared. I will not divorce him. I'll make sure of it. One more thing. Did you forget it was my husband who financed your family's factory? That's not changing any interest is being excessively kind, you know. Dad said it would be interest-free and for an indefinite period. I'll tell my husband that your parents managed to get money strategically through emotional tactics. Even if Austin is on your side, it doesn't matter. My husband is the only one on my side. You don't want to destroy your family's factory, do you? If that happened, your parents would be out of a job and I would feel sorry for them. Please don't do that. That's terrible. Then what is the smart thing to do? What should we do so that no one gets hurt? Fine, I will go to your house. You should have said so from the beginning. Then I will take a little walk to the beach. You should get everything ready before the relatives arrive. Okay? You have to make 30 dishes and clean the house. Don't leave a single speck of dust. I won't forgive you if it's dirty. I'm Victoria, a 30-year-old woman in the last trimester of pregnancy. As you can see, my relationship with my mother-in-law is the worst. We got married because of an unplanned pregnancy, so my mother-in-law seems to think that Austin has no choice but to marry me. But Austin and I are in love with each other. I am also the mother of my baby. I thought I should be able to understand my mother-in-law, the mother who raised my beloved husband. Up until today, I've been attempting to establish a positive relationship with her. Even if she doesn't accept me now, I always hope we can be a happy family someday. With this thought, I put up with my mother-in-law who was hard on me. But after this, I realized how naive I was. My mother-in-law was an insane person, far beyond my imagination. Mom, where are you? I'm already waiting for you on the beach. What is it? Can you not bother me? As soon as we got to the beach, you just disappeared. I'm in trouble here. There are 15 kids full of energy running around. Oh, really? So what? You brought all the kids to the beach. It's such a hot day. I was against it. It's perfect weather to swim, you know. The kids wanted to go too. 3 more adults are coming, right? I'm still stopping them from going into the ocean. When are they coming? They're not coming. Huh? I said leave it to me to take care of them. LOL. Now everybody thinks I am a cool auntie. What are you thinking? What if something happens? That's why you're there. What? I have some errands to run, so make sure you take good care of these kids while I'm gone. If the kids are too noisy, let them swim in the ocean. It's easy, isn't it? They're not babies. They'll play on their own. Don't let them out of your sight. Do you want me to let 15 kids go swimming? I'm pregnant and in the last month of my pregnancy. Just so you know, pretend that I was the one taking care of them. When we return home, make sure you tell everyone how good I was with the kids. I don't care about that. It'll be too late to do something once something happens. There are 15 kids. It's impossible to let them play as they want in the ocean and keep an eye on all of them. It's impossible to keep an eye on 15 kids even when I was nearby. Oh my God, you can't even babysit properly. You're joking if you think you're going to give birth under such circumstances. Maybe you're not ready to be a mother. Poor Austin. That's not the point. Just do whatever I said. I don't want you to hurt the kid and have it be my fault. If things go well, it'll be my credit. But if something goes wrong, you'll have to take responsibility. I can't do it alone. I can't even move. And it's so hot. And I'm dizzy. Oh, that's right. Then you don't have to take care of them. What? I hope one of the kids gets in trouble because of you. What? It will be your responsibility. Victoria, I said you couldn't take care of them all by yourself, and I told you not to. That's the plot. Austin will get a divorce now, too. Don't bring the kids into this just to harass me. Huh? Why are you so mad now? How could you say something like that, even as a joke? Unbelievable. Oh, I'm serious. You are a mother too, right? You've raised Austin. How can you say such a terrible thing? You're taking care of someone else's child, and you're just going to let it happen? It's too much, isn't it? I'm saying this because it's someone else's child. Austin was a smart boy, but kids these days are so sassy. They make a lot of noise and are very noisy. They are also honest and cute. Whatever. Oh, I saw a handsome guy. What a nice chest. What on earth are you doing? Checking on hotties. Heart. Seriously, Mom, it's so hot. My stomach hurts. Is it labor pains? There's no point lying about labor pains. You just ate too much anyway. No way, something's wrong. You're overreacting. Well, good luck. Hey, where are you? Where are the kids? Are you reading this? Don't ignore me. Mom, Victoria's gone. What? Stop pretending to be Austin. And pretending to be dead? What you're doing is so childish. It's hilarious. Have you also been influenced by those kids and turned into a kid yourself? LOL. So hilarious. It's really me, Austin. Austin is on a business trip, right? Stop lying. I got off earlier than I was supposed to, so I came back. When I got home, Victoria was not home, and I got a call from the hospital. What? Don't tell me it's really Austin. That's what I've been saying all along. Anyway, explain what's going on. I told you, Victoria was in her last month of pregnancy, and you wouldn't let her go to the gathering. Why is Victoria being made to babysit a relative's kid in the hot sun and alone? That's not true. I didn't know she was in the last month of pregnancy. Victoria said she was in a stable period, so she was fine. And she was sitting all day. I didn't make her do anything. Then, when I said I was going to the beach with them, she wanted to come with us and wouldn't listen to me. And before I knew it, she was gone. I see. She went to the hospital, huh? So? It's such a sad accident to lose her. I can't believe it. But Austin, this is your chance. You're not forced to get married just because you're having a baby. You've been played for a fool. You'll find a better woman. And if you're going for it, go for a rich woman. Austin, you didn't want to be with that filthy poor woman, did you? I'm your mother. I know everything about you, my son. You really are the worst kind of scum. What? What kind of mother are you? When I think that half of your blood runs in me, it makes me want to vomit. What? How dare you? You are not Austin, are you? He never said such a thing to me. He loves his mother. Please don't irritate me any further. I can't control my anger to you. You don't know anything. You don't even look at me. You only care about yourself. Oh, come on. What are you sulking about? You've always been vain and selfish, and I'm sick and tired of it. When I started working and you treated me like an ATM, I didn't dare say anything. You misunderstood me. I didn't mean it. I don't think of you as an ATM. I love you so much, my son. Oh, please. As long as I sent money, you didn't say anything, so I let my guard down. I had no idea Victoria was being treated like this. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop pretending you don't know. Victoria endured without saying anything to avoid worrying me. When I asked her if she had done something to you, she just laughed and said she was fine. I feel ashamed as a husband. I have no idea what you mean. Don't get me wrong. That's just part of her act, no doubt. You were deceived by that woman. She must have manipulated you, right? But come to your senses. Trust your mother. You're the one acting. I saw your messages. You knew she was in the last month of pregnancy and you treated her badly. You've been lying to me all along. I don't know. There's no proof, right? Yeah, all the messages were deleted. Then you have no proof. You can say what you want, but at the end of the day, it's just a fantasy. You can't rely on the drunken relatives and kids, right? LOL. Actually, Victoria took all the screenshots. What? That's a fake. Yeah, of course it is. And the kids said you were acting weird. What do you know about kids? Don't be ridiculous. Kids are sensitive. You're just going to take the kid's word for it? You can't prove anything about it. Apparently that wife of yours had a lot of tricks up her sleeve to set me up. I'm the right one. Don't jump to conclusions and accuse me of bullying your wife without any evidence. How about a video? What? The kid with the phone took a video. You in the kitchen, bossing Victoria around. No way. Outwardly, you put on a good face for the relatives. But behind the scenes, you've been mercilessly bullying my pregnant wife. What's the fun in that? You've got to be kidding me. The girl taking the video said you scared her too. I heard you shouting with a voice that echoed throughout the house. But even if we had proof now, if Victoria herself isn't here, there's nothing we can do even if we have proof. What's this about me bullying your wife? Is she going to sue me from the afterlife? Even though those kids made the effort to record videos and provide proof, it's a pity it turned out to be in vain, LOL. When Victoria collapsed, the kids immediately called the adults. They were able to get an ambulance right away. They've been by Victoria's bedside, worrying and crying all along since she collapsed, and they're still there now. What? What do you mean? Victoria's alive. What? You said she's gone. That's a lie. I wanted to see your reaction. As soon as you thought Victoria had passed away, you suggested I should remarry a rich woman. So you confessed that you are just a gold digger. That's terrible. How dare you lie to your mother? What kind of mother are you? My family is Victoria and my baby. I won't forgive anyone who hurts them. I'm cutting ties with you right now. Just the thought of being related to you by blood makes my gut boil. You will take responsibility for hurting my family. Wait, that was just a misunderstanding. I was just teaching her a few things. Oh, please, don't ever show your face to me again. No way. What are you going to do with my money? I don't care, and I'll file a police report on you this time. What? Get yourself arrested right now and pay for your crimes. Why? What are you going to do with a police report? Even if you report this family argument, the police probably won't intervene, right? Let's just calm down, okay? Family argument? You're not in my family. Victoria, our child, and the 15 other relatives' children were all in a life-threatening situation. You know that? But if they're alive after all, then it's all fine. You can't arrest me because they are all alive. It's a crime of child endangerment and abandonment of guardianship, don't you know? Both the pregnant woman and the children are supposed to be under protection, yet you left them all alone under the scorching sun at the beach. That's a crime. Stop overreacting. Threats are a crime too, by the way. But what? Victoria's parents owe me money, so it should be all good now after this. It was my dad who financed Victoria's family. That money will be paid back soon. You can't make it as if it didn't happen. His money is my money. I have to take an interest too. You have no right to tell me what to do with the money my father earned. You're no longer his wife, so you're even more irrelevant. What? Dad says he's getting a divorce. What are you talking about? Is he divorcing me? That's impossible. My husband is the only one who will stand by me to the end. I can't believe he's divorcing and abandoning me. Why? He doesn't love you anymore, I guess. At your age, you're giving money to a bunch of men. What? Tony, the male stripper, Nick, the bartender, David, the owner of the beachfront restaurant. Today, too, you left Victoria and the kids behind and made out with that owner. Am I wrong? How? How do you know? You've been spending a lot of money lately, so my dad hired a PI. He said he's going to charge you compensation, too. No way. I can't help it. I can't help sweating on his dark skin and ripped abs. You are disgusting. It's like a brief firework in the playful summer. Why don't you wait until you're single? In any case, it's just too cringe to see an old hag like this. What kind of torture is this, to be shown such a side by someone who is at least connected by blood? Give me a break. No way. What am I supposed to do? Get a divorce at my age? I guess I will move into my relative's house. Oh, the whole family is going to cut ties too. But first, you will get arrested. If you stay in the shabby house, you'll have to worry about your life. Wouldn't it be better to stay in a cage? You don't have to worry about food, clothing, shelter. I don't want to do that. Wait, I'll apologize to Victoria. No need. Please, one word of apology and she'll forgive me. I'm going to throw up. I'm sure the situation will change. I'll protect Victoria this time, and you should never get involved with our family again. I'm blocking you now. Don't do it. Hey, please forgive me. Hi, this is Victoria. I was rushed to the emergency room due to heat stroke, but thanks to the kids, me and my baby were survived. Thanks to the fact that kids nowadays are very familiar with phones, I was able to secure evidence of bullying and they called an ambulance. It's really chilling to think about what would have happened if it had been a few years ago. I asked Austin how it happened after I woke up, and to be honest, I was quite convinced. I don't feel sorry for her at all. Austin filed a police report as he said, and she was arrested at the end. I have also filed a civil claim for damages. My father-in-law also filed for divorce as he said, and demanded compensation. There was no division of property either. Even all their relatives cut off ties with her, and she lost everything. I heard that she said to the owner of the beachfront restaurant, "Marry me when you get out of prison." A marriage proposal from someone in prison? LOL. As for me, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy, and I am now struggling to raise him together with Austin for the first time. When we have our next family gathering, I am looking forward to seeing my baby boy with my 15 kids. I can't wait.
I heard you're gonna have a baby. Excuse me? My mother-in-law out of the blue? I don't understand. I'm busy. Can we discuss this later? I'm sorry. Don't try to fool me. You're pregnant. And what's the sex? Boy or girl? A girl? Of course it's a boy, right? Well, I'm not pregnant. You must be mistaken. Huh? Of course I'm not. I saw you almost throwing up from morning sickness. Morning sickness? I mean, when you came to my house the other day. Come on, tell me the sex of the baby. It's going to be a fine boy who will be our heir, isn't it? No, I'm not pregnant. You're lying. When you said I was about to throw up, I think you were talking about me being car sick. Huh? Car sick? The smell of the new car we bought last month was too strong. I've always been prone to car sickness. I don't have a driver's license, so Tucker drives when we visit you. As a passenger, I can't avoid getting car sick. The last time I visited your house, it was particularly bad. I'm sorry you had to see that. I don't have morning sickness. That excuse won't work.
Car sick? I mean, you can take care of that with motion sickness pills. What's the sex? It had better be a boy. I am really not pregnant, and I'm allergic to motion sickness medicine. I see. If you won't admit you're pregnant, then it's a girl. Huh? Well, I thought it might be. After all, I heard that your family is mostly girls. I was expecting something like this. My family needs an heir to run the company, and yet it's a girl. Why did you marry into our family? What's the point of having a wife who can't produce an heir? I should have opposed the marriage more strongly. Mom? Divorce then. Divorce? Why are you going there? Of course. I don't want a daughter-in-law who can't give birth to a boy. If you still want to have a baby, you can raise it on your own. That's enough.
Hey, Mom?
Oh, Tucker, just in time. Hey, listen to me. Maggie tried to hide the fact that your baby is a girl. She even lied about not being pregnant. She was going to push through the lie and have the baby. She's really mean. You should divorce a girl like that, Tucker.
Hold on. The conversation is jumping all over the place.
No, it isn't. Oh, I know. How about that classy-looking young lady you dated when you were in college for your next wife? I mean, all of her siblings are boys, right? I'm sure she'll give you a boy. I think that girl's more suitable for you as a wife than Maggie.
She's already married.
Oh, really? That's too bad. But you know, even if you can't find another partner, you should divorce Maggie for now. It'll be a nuisance once the baby girl is born. So why don't you get divorced now? Don't worry, I'll come to your rescue. I'll find you a bride who can give birth to a boy.
Hey, Mom. I was next to Maggie when you two were texting.
Oh, really? Then Maggie's lie has already been exposed. Then I guess it's a divorce, right? I'll have to get the divorce papers from the city office tomorrow. The sooner the better, as they say.
Maggie really isn't pregnant.
What? I hate it. Are you lying too? Are you protecting Maggie? You can tell your mother the truth, Tucker.
It is the truth. Maggie and I have said nothing but the truth. We're planning to schedule it a little further down the road for reasons of our own. And the car sickness is true too.
What do you mean?
Maggie takes hay fever medicine this time of the year.
Hay fever?
That's why she can't take motion sickness medicine. They don't mix well. And by the way, the medication thing is connected to the pregnancy thing. You know that taking medication during pregnancy is a no-no, right?
Yes, of course I know that, but...
I told Maggie that taking medicine is not good for the baby, so we're going to start trying to conceive after the hay fever season. Maggie and I have discussed this beforehand.
Oh, you did? Well, if that's the case, I'll let bygones be bygones this time. But you're the only one that's off the hook.
Huh?
It's Maggie's fault for being so confusing. Tell her she needs to apologize to me.
Oh, is that so? You really haven't learned your lesson, have you, Mom?
What are you talking about?
Do you think I don't know what you've been doing to Maggie?
Huh? What have I done? Oh, come on, Tucker. Are you mad at me?
Calling Maggie over to your house and making her do housework. You show up unannounced, then stay for hours. And this is during working hours, right? How would anybody not be angry about that?
Well, you know what?
Mom, you're an employee of Dad's company, so you should be working.
I am.
Oh, really? In recent years, you've been working remotely for Dad's company, and you've been trying to make Maggie do your work. I heard that you came all the way to our house with a laptop computer.
That's because she's a housewife with a lot of free time. Isn't it natural for her to help her family with their work?
Maggie doesn't work for a company, but she's a home worker, so she just stays at home. To begin with,
What you were trying to do would result in leaking confidential information outside the company. Huh? Leaking information? It's not like that. That's what happens when you try to get an outsider to do a job that's confidential to the company. Maggie realized that possibility. Thanks to the fact that she didn't touch your computer at all, it didn't become a big problem. Even after that was explained to you, you cursed. You can't even do this kind of work, you useless person. Because it's not that difficult a job. I'm not talking about easy or difficult. Confidentiality. What is the president's wife doing taking the initiative? But that's not all. I can't let Maggie close to you any longer. It's a situation my father's company can't afford to neglect. And more importantly, if Maggie really gets pregnant, it'll be a big problem if it's a girl. We'll raise a boy or a girl equally. If there's an evil person like you around, it will have a bad influence on the child's development. Well, what a thing to say to your mother. It's a shame that someone like you is my mother. We're moving out. What about your job? A friend of mine has offered me a job at his company. I'm going to quit my dad's company and get a new job there. You can't do that. You're the heir to your father's company. That hasn't been decided yet. Heir to the company, that's all you can say. But I've already decided. Tucker! Maggie, it's been a while. What? Mom? Oh, you haven't blocked me. Good. Then listen to me. I haven't blocked you because I didn't know what you might do, so I wanted to keep an eye on you. I have nothing to say to you. Excuse me. Even if I say I found your house? Huh? You're ready to listen to me now, aren't you? Very well. You're only my son's wife, so you better not test me. Is it true that you tracked down our house? We never told you where we moved to, and I thought you'd never find us. Don't be silly. There are no absolutes in this world. My friend was on vacation and happened to see you pregnant. She made sure to get your address and contacted me. Oh no. I've had a really hard time since then. No, I got fired from my job. I was living at home with my brother and his family, but I was so ashamed of myself. That's got nothing to do with me. No, it very much does. I heard that my grandchild, who will be born sometime around next month, is a boy. Yeah, so? The friend I mentioned earlier overheard your conversation with your neighbor. She said that you told her it was a boy and that you were almost due. Eavesdropping. That's why I'm moving in with you until the baby is born. I'll move in with you this week. Huh? Oh, please stop it. Well, I'll leave as soon as the baby is born. But as for my grandson, after he is born, I will raise him. What are you talking about? That's my question. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to be completely ousted with no discussion? If I bring home the grandson, the heir to his company, I'm sure my husband will want to remarry me. So, your grandson is mine. If you are willing to apologize for all the hardships I have gone through, it should be easy for you to give him to me. It is the duty of a daughter-in-law to listen to her mother-in-law. Daughter-in-law? Mother-in-law? This is a decision that's been made. I thought you'd been a little remorseful over the past 3 years. Are you still trying to defy me? Do you know what insulation means? Huh? Mom, you don't seem to have changed at all. After 3 years, I thought you'd have changed your way of thinking, reflected a little. It really is a shame. Well, Tucker, I get a text from you. I saw your messages with Maggie. I was next to her. What? What about work? Me? I work remotely these days. I'm at home. I heard you tracked down our place. This is a security condo. You'll end up stranded in front of the building. Then, if I told the manager that I'm your mother, he would let me in. But the manager is very good about that. I already called him when you were texting with Maggie earlier and told him to turn you away if you come. Oh no! I told him that if you persisted, he can call the police. Of course, there is 24-hour superintendent here, so of course you can't just break in. That's terrible! How can you disrespect your own mother? That's coming from someone who disrespected her own son's wife. Just give me my grandchild. The child that will be born is the heir to your father's company. You don't know? My cousin Britzy is now the president of Dad's company. What? That was a year ago. Dad divorced you, so it's no wonder you didn't know about it. Rich? My brother-in-law's daughter? From your point of view, she's your ex-niece. That girl is the president? Ritzy, she's really talented. I think she was more trusted by my father than I was. That's why I was able to leave the company without any worries. A woman? The president? What was your father thinking? A company like that would be the laughingstock of the world. Nowadays, it's not unusual for a woman to be the president of a company. Even you used to work for the company. So why such an anachronistic idea? People who haven't updated their old values are the ones who will be laughed at now. But because if you're just going to hem and haw, then go away. But you see, if I take my grandson to your father, I can help you and your father get together. That way, I can be with your father too. Me and Maggie were not insulated from Dad. What? Why not? Why? Because we don't have to. We just wanted to get rid of our insane family. The only person we're cutting off is you. Oh no! Well, I guess I better get going. I still have work to do. Wait! Bye. Don't call me again. In the end, it was only my mother-in-law who was obsessed with the idea of a male heir and male grandchild. And even though it is no exaggeration to say that she lost something important due to her hardened ideas, she still didn't understand that, and she had come to this point. After that, my mother-in-law came to the bottom of our building and was hanging around. When the policeman questioned her about her activities, she left. Then, without learning her lesson, she asked my father-in-law to reinstate the relationship. But my father-in-law dropped a bomb. He told her that he was dating a single woman of the same age whom he met at a poetry club he started after he retired. When he told my mother-in-law that he was going to get married soon, she went on a rampage, crying and screaming. As a result of being involved with the police, she had been ousted from her brother's family as well. I wonder how my anachronistic mother-in-law will live alone from now on. Well, it is none of our business.
Bob, I just finished work and I'm leaving the office now.
Janet, you're working late again, aren't you? I'm already home. Took a bath. Eating dinner my mom made me, and watching TV with her.
Your mother is there tonight too? Is she going to stay overnight too?
Isn't it obvious? What are you talking about now? How dare you sound like you don't want her to be here?
I didn't mean it. I'm not saying I don't like her coming over. But isn't she coming too often? She's been here every day since we moved into our new house. And I don't mind her coming to visit, but I don't want her to stay over. I feel a little uncomfortable and can't relax after coming home and she's there. And I don't want her in the kitchen. I don't like it when people open the refrigerator without asking me. I told her I'll cook when I get home and asked her not to come into the kitchen. I'd appreciate it if you'd give her a heads up when you notice.
Huh? You could at least thank her. She's making me dinner. And you're crazy to ask me to tell her not to come into the kitchen. You're leaving work now. You'll be home around 9:30. What time do you think it will be if you cook dinner after that? You want me to just wait for you while I'm starving?
I always have some frozen food or something to snack on, in case I'm running late. Or why don't you just cook?
Huh? Why do I have to cook? My mom is making it for me. What's wrong with that?
So, I really don't like the fact that she comes over every day. I also don't like her coming into my kitchen. Later, she'll tell me that I should use the kitchen better and buy better food. I wish you would put yourself in my shoes.
Why do you hate my mother so much?
Don't get me wrong, I don't hate her. But every day like this, she has been staying over every day since the day after we moved into our new house. It's been about 3 weeks now, and your mother doesn't think we're living together, does she? We bought this house because we want to have children. It's not for your mom. And yet, she uses the room that was supposed to be the child's room, as if it were her own room.
You're a real cold bastard. We don't have a child right now, and the room is empty, so it doesn't matter. We'll just have to rethink what we're going to do when we have kids.
Oh no. Then Bob, until we have kids, do you want your mom to stay at our house?
Oh, of course. That is my plan.
Huh? You never told me. Don't make such a decision on your own. I'm sure your dad would miss her if she stayed here all the time. Does your father prepare his own meals? I think it's about time for her to go home.
No. Mom and Dad are divorced. They sold the house, and Dad lives alone, so Mom has nowhere to go. She doesn't have the money to live on her own, and you want to kick her out. Don't you feel sorry for her?
Hey, I didn't hear anything about your parents getting divorced. Why didn't you tell me that sooner?
Because even if I told you, it wouldn't have made any difference. I didn't think I had to tell you.
No. I could forgive you even if you hadn't told me, but if she moves in with us, that affects me too.
So let me ask you, are you asking my mother to leave? She doesn't have anywhere to go. You're such a cold person.
Don't judge me. It might be tough for her to leave right now. She could stay with us until she gets a house and a job. But I don't want her to stay forever. Tell her to find a house and a job as soon as possible.
You really pissed me off. She is your mother-in-law, but she's also your family. You should take better care of her.
That's why I'm saying that it's okay for her to stay until she finds them. Besides, don't change the subject. It's not right for you to decide such an important matter without consulting me.
Ugh, shut up. I'm done talking about this. I don't care what you say, it's decided that we're going to live together. I'm not going to let you complain. I don't even want to be with you today, so I'm going to sleep in my mom's room.
Huh?
Good night.
Janet, I kind of noticed that you don't like me. I'm about to cry,
hearing you criticizing me. If this is how it's going to be, I should have been against him marrying you. You work and work and work until these hours, and you still haven't had a child. If you work so hard, it's as if he doesn't make enough money. Susan, could it be... Did you see my texts with Bob? Yes, I did. I saw them. You said whatever you wanted to say. I didn't say anything that I didn't want you to see. If he doesn't speak up, I was going to tell you myself. I think you saw them earlier. If you got divorced and have nowhere to go, you can live with us until you find a house and a job. But it can't be forever. I would like you to find a house and a job as soon as possible. Janet, you want me to work even though I'm old? What a terrible daughter-in-law. No. Your ex-husband is 5 years older than you. But he's still working hard, isn't he? There are many people at your age in our company. And if you don't want to work, you shouldn't have divorced him. You're a real jerk. That wasn't my choice. He left me. Talk about betrayal. Isn't it because you are always spending more money than it's necessary? Huh? How did you know why I got divorced? Don't tell me you and him are close. No, I'm not. I just can tell. But when I met him before, he lamented that he couldn't tolerate you spending too much money. He also apologized to me over and over again for your constant judgment toward me. I think those things must have piled up and he had reached the end of his patience. Shut up! I don't want you to waste money in our house either. You told me to wear better clothes and buy better food. But if I do that, no matter how much money we have, it won't be enough, will it? We just bought a house and we want to save as much money as possible. Don't be petty. You two are working. You can afford it. You don't know anything, do you, Susan? Anyway, please, find a house and a job and leave as soon as possible. How dare you? That's enough. I'll never consider you a daughter-in-law. Bob is too good to you. I'm going to show our texts to him and kick you out of this house. You better brace yourself.
Hey, who the hell do you think you are? You were awful to my mother.
If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me at home. You know I'm already home, right?
I was having a nice drink earlier and you ruined my mood. If I saw you right now, I'd be so angry. Just texting is fine.
Oh, okay. I just told her the same thing as I told you. There's no reason for you to get mad at me.
Mom is right. I don't know why I married to such a heartless woman like you.
Huh?
I've made up my mind.
What?
I've decided I'm going to live in this new house with Mom.
I've already told you before that it's fine just for now. However, after she finds a house and a job, she has to leave.
No, you're leaving.
Huh? Are you serious?
Of course I am. I can't be joking about this, can I? I've decided to live in this new house with my mom, just the two of us. And I'll still forgive you. Except that she's going to live with us. Don't ever tell her again to get a house and a job and get out. I'm not asking for it, but I'm telling. I'm the head of the household in this house, and if you can't listen to me, get the hell out. If you don't want to, my mother and I will kick you out.
What the hell is wrong with you? Do you understand your position?
Huh?
You're the head of the household? Ugh, don't be ridiculous.
What are you talking about? I'm the head of the household. What I say is final.
I seriously don't know if you've forgotten or if you're just dumb, but I'm telling you the house is in my name.
Huh? That can't be true.
No. Did you actually pay for the house? You didn't have any money saved up, so I used my savings for the down payment. And we couldn't get a loan because you don't earn much. I'm the one who could get a loan.
Well, that doesn't mean it's your house because we're married. I'm a man, so it should be in my name.
Oh, give me a break. You're the house owner just because you're a man? I pay for it, so of course it's in my name. So I have the right to make all the decisions regarding this house. If you don't like me, I'll divorce you. But you're the ones who have to leave.
Wait a minute. Divorce?
Well, if you apologize now, I'll forgive you. But she should leave when she finds a house and a job. I'll give you one night to think it over. We'll discuss it again tomorrow night. Psst. I just got home and all my stuff is gone. What are you doing? You guys are not here. Where the hell did you go? We promised to talk today, didn't we?
I didn't make that promise. We don't have to talk about it. It's too boring. I'm having sushi with my mom. Jealous? Why don't you just eat your frozen foods?
Where's all my stuff?
I sent it to your parents' house.
Huh? Why did you do that? I said this house is in my name.
You are too arrogant. That's why I sent it to your parents' house to make you humble. You should be grateful because I sent the divorce papers with it.
Oh, so you want to divorce me?
I'm not saying I want a divorce. I'm saying I want you to be very sorry for what you did. I'm sure your parents will get mad at you when they see the package and divorce papers. Go back to your parents' house and reflect on what you did. You were acting all tough yesterday, but you don't want to divorce me, do you? I'm the only sweet guy who would be with you. I'm kind, so I'll give you one more chance. If you don't want to divorce me, you'll do as I say. Janet, what the hell is going on here? I got a document in the mail telling me to get out of this house.
That's exactly what you should do.
Huh? I didn't hear from you for 2 weeks, so I thought your parents got mad at you. You're not even sorry. If you keep acting like this, I'm really going to divorce you.
What are you talking about? The divorce papers have already been filed and accepted.
What? You gotta be kidding. Why did you do that?
You filled out the divorce papers first. You sent them to my parents' house. I agreed to the divorce, so I filed it. That's all.
You don't think you'd actually...
My parents got my stuff. Plus, I came home. They were pretty surprised at first, but as soon as I told them what happened, they agreed to the divorce.
But why the hell should I have to move out of this house? Me and my mom will have no place to live. You filed for a divorce on your own and you're staying at home. That means me and mom can continue to live in this house, right?
I've already put that house on the market.
Huh? That's a lie.
At first, I was thinking of divorcing you and living in the house by myself. But it's too big for just me. And what's more, I didn't want to live in a house where you and your mom had your way. So, I decided to put the house on the market.
And you've already sold it?
Yes. I'm so glad we chose a house in a good location, close to a station and a supermarket. It was the right decision to look for a house like that so that we could sell it if something happened to us. It's a new house, and it sold for a little bit more than when we bought it. I'm really lucky.
Oh no. What are we supposed to do? We don't have a place to live and we don't have any money.
I don't give a shit about that. You've already divorced. We're strangers. You can take care of yourself. I'll let you live until the day after tomorrow. If you're still in that house, then I'll call the police. That's the plan.
Oh no.
Janet, Bob told me what happened. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm the one who told him to send your stuff and divorce papers to your parents' house. It's not his fault. I thought if I did that, you would be sorry and agree to let me move in with you. I never thought that you would actually file for divorce.
When you say you thought I'd be sorry, you're just pretending to be sorry. It's obvious that you don't feel sorry about anything.
Yeah, that's not true. I do feel bad now.
So, what do you want? I'm divorced from your son, so I'm a stranger to you too.
Hey, can you and Bob get back together? He's really depressed.
I don't want to. I'm so happy now. I don't know if he's a mama's boy or what, but he's always taking your side. He does nothing to take care of the house. I'm really happy to cut ties with him and you, who enjoys bullying and wasting money.
Wow.
I was really stressed out, now that I think about it. I deserve to say that, don't I?
Okay, but can you please let me continue to live in this house? It's not too late, is it? I won't ask you to let me stay here for free. I'll pay some rent. I just can't stand the thought of not being able to live in such a comfortable house.
Well, they haven't paid yet. It may not be too late if I ask. They are willing to pay $700,000 for it. Can you pay more than that?
There's no way I can pay that. This house costs that much? Bob told me that you put the down payment. The loan is in your name. I had no idea you were making that much money.
You thought your son's salary was better than mine, just because he is a man. You don't know about how much he makes?
I've never asked.
He only takes home $1,500 a month.
What? That's so low.
That's right. So there's no way he can afford to live in this house, right? By the way, I make more than 3 times that amount.
That much?
Now you finally understand that you can't live in that house, right? I told your son that if you're still in the house the day after tomorrow, I will call the police. Now, if you'll excuse me. I wonder if they just gave up or if they got scared when they heard the word police. They left the house. Having a mother who is unemployed and a spendthrift. He started working part-time at a convenience store late at night. However, he kept falling asleep at work, and the company found out that he was working part-time, even though he was not allowed to work on the side. He was fired from his day job. He says that he manages to make ends meet by holding down a number of part-time jobs. But I imagine he only earns about the same amount of money as before, even though he works multiple jobs. I think he must be leading a very difficult life. I bought a new apartment near my parents' house. With the money from the sale of the house, I like my current life very much because I can be alone as much as I want and still be able to see my parents. A friend of mine found out about my divorce and introduced me to a man who I actually started dating. I would like to get to know him without rushing.
Natalie, where are you? Hey, I'm at the venue, but nobody's here. I asked one of the staff who said your wedding was yesterday. I rechecked the invitation. It says the right place and date. What's going on? Hey, answer me. Sorry, I just landed at the airport. At the airport? Why are you there? Isn't today your wedding? My bad. I totally forgot to update you about the changes. What changes? So, yeah, the original plan was to have the wedding today, but something urgent came up. We shifted the date to yesterday. I told the other guests, but, I kind of forgot about you. What the heck? So, where are you now? I'm in the Bahamas. Bahamas? Enjoying my honeymoon with my darling. I'm really sorry. You took the day off for this and wasted time. Well, might as well make the most of it. Maybe hit up a nearby national park or do some random sightseeing on your way back. It might feel lonely to hit the hiking trail solo, though. You did it on purpose, didn't you? Huh? It seems like you didn't contact only me. Oops, I'm busted. I knew it. Seriously? Poor you. Not even a heads up from mom and dad about the change. I have no expectations of them. They've always favored you over me. Guess they don't think of me as their daughter. I haven't really had a proper chat with them for years. That's probably 'cause you're not as sweet as me, don't you think? Sure, you're good at studying and working, but you should put effort into being more lovable. I wanted to be loved by them when I was young. But no matter how hard I tried, it felt futile. I gave up on that. They only had eyes for you. Getting out of the house as soon as I could and living alone was the best decision. It's pretty sad, huh? I know you're a nuisance to the family. I pleaded with my boss during the busiest times at work to get time off and celebrate with you. It all went to waste, thanks to you. Seriously, this is a crazy, mean stunt you pulled here. Mean? On the other hand, it's done out of my kindness, Kindness? I chose not to invite you to the wedding for your sake. What do you mean for my sake? I thought if you came, you might have gone crazy out of the shock. Me? Going crazy? I don't get it at all. Just tell me the real reason, please. Do you even realize who I married? Nope, never met him. That's impossible. It's someone you know well. Who? I actually married your fiancé. What? Too bad. I stole him from you. He thought I was a better choice. What on earth are you talking about? Fiancé? Oh, please. No need to try saving your face. Haven't you lost touch with him lately? You got dumped because he chose me instead. He thinks a younger, more beautiful sister is better than a plain older woman in her 30s. I'm telling you, I don't have a fiancé. The name on the invitation you sent me, I don't recognize it at all. Actually, I changed the groom's name only on your invitation. What? Well, I didn't want you to figure out that he was marrying me, so I kept it secret until the last minute to surprise you. Wow, that's just ridiculous. You went to the extent of altering the groom's name just to mess with me. But then I felt bad for you. I suddenly changed the wedding date so you couldn't make it. You wouldn't want to see him all cozy with me, right? See, I'm so considerate, ain't I? Not really. And again, I don't have a fiancé. Come on, just accept reality. He's now with me. Yeah, sure. I don't know what fantasy world you're living in, but I'm done discussing this. I'll just go sightseeing or something on my way back. By the way, what's the real name of the groom? Come on, you know already. Just spit it out. Okay, Owen Connor. Wait, that Owen? See, he's your fiancé, right? He's younger than you and super good looking like a model. It's such a waste on a plain older woman like you. Even mom and dad say he suits me better. Oh, really? I see. So, now that you know his name, is reality sinking in yet? Yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure it out a bit. Listen, I don't want to be too negative right after your wedding, but maybe reconsider your marriage. What are you talking about now? Trying to split us up won't work, you know. We're madly in love. Yeah, you might be now, but it's gonna be a huge problem later. Wait, are you threatening to sue us or something? No, that's not what I meant. I actually don't care. No suing between sisters. He says he prefers me, so just let it go. No, that's not what I'm trying to tell you. I get that losing him hurts, but no matter how much you protest, it won't change his feelings. I want you to gracefully accept it, be a big-hearted sister, and bless our marriage. No, listen to my side of the story. I don't want to hear a lecture from a jealousy-crazed woman. If you start demanding we break up or threaten to sue, it'll ruin our honeymoon. Well then, I'll bring you a souvenir from the Bahamas, okay? Catch you later. Wait, Natalie. Ugh, suit yourself. Don't come crying to me later. Hey, Diana. Just got back from the honeymoon. I'll swing by with my love to pass you the souvenir, so look forward to that. When are you usually home? How about Sunday? Hey, Diana. Don't tell me you're still upset. Ignoring me on purpose, huh? Well, I guess losing your fiancé to your little sister can be a shock. You'll probably spend your life just working and feeling lonely. But I'll make up for it by being double happy for you. So forgive me, okay? Diana! For God's sake, answer the phone! You're annoying this early in the morning? What's up? Early? It's past 8 a.m. It's my day off, and I want to sleep in. This can't wait. What is it? I don't know what to do. So, tell me, what happened? A strange woman called me. Okay, and? She yelled at me, threatening to turn my life into a living nightmare. I've never met, let alone heard of this woman. Why do I have to be threatened by a stranger? This is why I told you to reconsider the marriage the other day. What do you mean? I don't get it. Owen was your fiancé, right? Nope. I told you I didn't have one. Liar. I know you used to be in a relationship with him. Indeed, that was a time when he was my fiancé. We've long split. Technically, he's my ex-fiancé. Ex? Yeah, I got fed up with him and called off the engagement. What happened? He cheated on me. While we were engaged, he was dating another woman. At that time, I was already getting tired of his cheating habits, so I decided to just let him go. Plus, he was making less money than me. No way! You never told me you guys broke up. Mom and Dad also thought he was your fiancé, you know. Why would I bother to tell you guys? Mom and Dad were never interested in my marriage anyway. When I got engaged to Owen, they seemed not to care at all. As for you, we never got along, right? We don't even keep in touch often. That's why I didn't think I needed to tell you guys about our breakup. Jeez! Sounds like he messed up again this time too. He made promises to marry someone else while being engaged to you. Was I being two-timed? Uh-huh. What a jerk! Why did he even say he wanted to marry me if he was already engaged to someone else? What on earth are you talking about? Come on, you're not any different. You thought he was engaged to me and still married him. I thought it would be fine since it was you. I thought you'd understand and forgive me. Well, too bad. His real fiancée must be furious by now. Wait, do you know her? Of course I do. He was cheating on me with her while we were engaged. By the way, she's the same age as me. Oh my God. So then he was talking about her when he mentioned a 30-something old lady. Pretty rude calling a 32-year-old an old lady, don't you think? So how did she find out about us getting married? Don't tell me you snitched. I considered spilling the beans, but it looks like that wasn't necessary. What do you mean? Turns out, someone at your wedding posted pictures on social media. She found out that way. Ugh! God damn it! I thought I stole your fiancé, but you were already broken up. And now I'm being threatened by a woman I don't even know? I'm afraid to ask, but did you pick him because he was my fiancé? Obviously! I always wanted to be on top compared to you. I'm better looking and loved by Mom and Dad. You getting ahead of me was unacceptable. Plus, he's a total hottie. It's outrageous to see a plain woman like you getting such a good-looking guy. That's just unbelievable. So you didn't marry him out of love? If I knew the truth, I wouldn't have married him. He's hot, but he doesn't even have a job. Huh? Jobless? When did he stop working? Just recently, thinking he'd eventually inherit the company Dad's running. But Dad just turned 60. He's not planning to retire anytime soon, right? I thought the same and stopped him. He said he managed to marry the daughter of a business owner, so he didn't want to hustle now. He plans to stay at my parents' house and do random part-time jobs until he takes over the company. So he's already handed in his resignation. Oh, wow. He's pretty optimistic even though he's not sure if that would happen. But hey, he chose you, right? It'd be best if you guys just gracefully apologize to the other woman and move on happily. Then, can you lend me some money? For what? I think it's better to pay her off, but I don't have that kind of money. We just had the wedding and splurged on the honeymoon. Both of us are flat broke now. And as I said, he no longer has any income. Then you go and work hard. It's impossible with just my salary. You're single and holding a high position at the big company. You must have some financial flexibility. Even if I had the means, I'm not willing to lend a single penny. Why do I have to bail you guys out? Come on! I'll definitely pay you back. No way. Figure it out yourselves. Stingy? Fine. I won't rely on you anymore. I don't consider you family anyway. Listen, Diana, I can't do this anymore. Oh, Natalie, what's up all of a sudden? Haven't heard from you in a while. I'm broke and I can't make ends meet. Oh no, that's rough. You're saying it like it's someone else's problem. Aren't you worried about your little sister? We're family, so help me out. Wait, what? You're the one who said you don't see me as family. And didn't you also say you wouldn't rely on me? Forget all that. Owen's still unemployed. My salary is all gone paying the debts. If this continues, we might end up homeless. But you guys live at our parents' place. Even if you're poor, you won't be without a home, right? That's the thing. We might have to sell the house. What? Dad's business went under. Oh dear. Well, I knew it wasn't doing well for a while. It finally went bankrupt, huh? Owen's disappointed about not becoming the CEO of a company. Lately, he hasn't even been going to his part-time job. When he married you, he thought he'd inherit the business. Guess he was aiming for the high life, but it seems he didn't check the state properly. You know what he said? He married me not because he loved me, but because Dad was the CEO. Yeah, I'm sure. Even when we were engaged, he was after the company. But you married him thinking he was my fiancé, right? I don't think you can blame him entirely. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. What? If it's about money, I'm not lending any. No, it's not about money. Can we move in with you? What the heck? I mean, you live alone in that big apartment, right? Since there are plenty of rooms, it shouldn't be a big deal if the entire family moves in. I'm not sure. Actually, you should be happy about having us with you. I'm sure it's more fun to have us around than living in solitude. I'll help with the chores, so let's live together. That's not possible. Why not? I know you're lonely. You don't need to put on a strong face, you know. I'm not alone, but 2 of us now. 2 of you. I didn't tell you guys, but I'm planning to get married soon. You're kidding! You're getting married? Yeah. You said you didn't have a fiancé. That was over half a year ago. Right after you got married, I started seeing the CEO of one of our company's business partners. The CEO? Well, his company isn't that big though. He's 5 years older than me and he understands I'm not close with my family. He's okay with not having a wedding and simply getting it done at the city hall. So, we're living in my apartment together now. Wow! You're marrying a CEO! I plan to keep working though. He's good at housework and initiates it. He's my ideal husband. What about us then? How will we live if we lose the house? That's not my concern. You guys should figure something out together. Totally unfair. It's all about you, always being unfair. Excuse me? I'm stuck with an unemployed husband and parents who are about to lose their house. Yet here you are, marrying a CEO and being happy? That's so unfair. Well, that's the consequence of your actions. You're so cold to your family. You all have been neglecting me all this time. Asking for help and pretending to be a family all of a sudden is just audacious. Please, I'll apologize for everything. Let us move in with you. And please give us some money. I'm telling you, I don't want to. Well, bye. Wait! Please, I'm begging you, help! My parents ended up selling the house, and 4 of them moved into a small apartment. They believed it was the kids' duty to take care of their aging parents and didn't try to work. Owen lost all motivation to work after not becoming a CEO. In the end, only Natalie could support the family. As a result, the 4 of them ended up living in extreme poverty. Living like that makes people bitter, I guess. They're blaming each other, saying, "It's your fault we ended up in such a miserable situation." Meanwhile, I recently got married and we're having a blast in our newlywed life. We're currently residing in an apartment, but planning to build our own home soon. We've been excitedly brainstorming the layout and all. Unfortunately, There aren't any good memories from the home I grew up in. But my in-laws love me as if I were their daughter. I want to cherish this new family from now on.
Hey, Kevin, I'm just double checking. Your new place is Lux Towers, room 1006, right?
Yes, that's right. Are you lost?
No, I'm in front of the entrance of Lux Towers. I rang room 1006, but there's no response.
What? That's strange. My wife and her mom were supposed to be home. I even told them that you're coming to our place today.
Your wife's mom, Nora, is there too?
Yep, when I told her that you're coming to visit, she said she'd love to see you. She said she would cook for you. I wish I could have been there, but I had to work suddenly. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for our housewarming party.
That's okay. You have a big case, right? You love your job as a lawyer, and you're proud of it. As your sister, I'm proud of you. But take it easy.
I know. I'll get my work done in the late afternoon and I'll be home for dinner. Anyway, I'm wondering why my wife and Nora are not answering the door. I'll text them. Just wait a minute.
Sure. The stuff I brought as a housewarming gift is a little heavy. I don't want to be at the entrance for long. I'm sure it'll get in the way.
What? You brought something that big?
Your wife requested an electric bike. My husband drove me, so I loaded it in his car and brought it here together.
Oh, she requested such a thing? Robert had to help you, huh?
I'm sure she'll need it since your new place has a lot of hills around. I brought it all the way here and I don't want to bring it back, so I'll give it to your wife and then I'll leave.
I see. Thank you for going out of your way.
You're welcome.
Oh, my wife responded. She was cooking and couldn't get the door. She's unlocking the entrance door now.
Thanks.
Well, I gotta get back to work.
Good luck with your work. See you tonight.
Yep, thanks for coming.
What's your problem? You've been ringing my doorbell over and over again and it's getting really loud. I'm going neurotic. If you're any louder, I'll call the police. What? I don't mind, but my daughter is pregnant. What if the baby is affected by the stress from your noise? Just because you're my daughter's sister-in-law, there are some things you can do and some things you can't do. Didn't Kevin contact you? I'm at the entrance of your new place right now. I rang your room, but there was no sign of you, so Kevin texted you. What? Why should I let you into my house? I don't want an insane woman like you in my house, not even for a second. Consider it an honor just to be allowed to enter the entrance of a luxury condo. What? Well, excuse me, Nora, but you say my house, but that's my brother and his wife's house, right? My brother is away on business, but he said I could come in. So what? What? I'm the landlord's mother. My daughter's husband is supposed to protect my daughter, but he's away for work. So I'm the one who has to protect her from the prowlers. I'm not a prowler. I brought her a housewarming gift. I just wanted her to accept it. A housewarming gift? What did you bring? An electric bike. An electric bike? My daughter is pregnant. If she rides that bike and falls over, she'll have a miscarriage. Pregnant? Your daughter is pregnant? Yes, she is. Did you bring a bicycle with the intention of causing my daughter to miscarry? What a person you are. The electric bike was at your daughter's own request. I'm sure she didn't know she was pregnant yet when she asked for it. Besides, a bicycle is not a perishable item, so she can ride it after the baby is born. Shut up. What? I can't have an insane little girl like you in my house. Go home. What? No way. Are you saying you want to come inside our place? Of course, it's not every day you get to see the inside of a luxury condo. I can understand why you would want to come inside. But can you do that when your brother is around? Well, if you still want to come inside, you'll have to pay a special admission fee of $5,000. $5,000? Unlike your brother, who is a lawyer, you have nothing to live for but your mediocre income and your boring life. What's that? I came to give your daughter a housewarming gift, and I don't understand why I'm being insulted so much by you. Listen, Your brother is no longer part of your family because he got married. He married my daughter and he became my son. Up until now, you've been enjoying the feeling of being a superior citizen because of your brother's authority. But from now on, you're going to have to live your own miserable life. If an insane woman like you wants to be related to us, the upper class, I'm telling you, you're going to have to start earning a good income. So, the admission fee is $5,000. The condo is worth it. If you don't like it, don't come near my place again.
You won't regret it, will you?
Huh?
Then I'll be leaving.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll just take your housewarming gift. I'll come get it later. Leave it in the corner of the lobby or something.
Understood.
Get the hell out of here, you poor bastard.
I'll excuse myself.
Kathy, I heard you already left today because something came up. My wife and Nora were sorry they couldn't spend more time talking with you.
What?
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Come again, okay? Next time when I'm around.
I will.
And thanks for the electric bike. I've used it to go to the convenience store at the bottom of the hill, and it's nice and easy.
I'm glad it's helping you.
Oh, and by the way, how did you like the melon I served for lunch? If it was good, I'm thinking of giving it to my boss next time.
What? Well, I didn't get lunch.
What?
Your wife and Nora seemed kind of busy. I told them on the text that I'd leave the gift at the entrance lobby and I left. That's what happened. So I haven't even stepped foot in your place.
I see. Because my juice and cream puffs I left in the fridge were gone, I thought maybe they had them with you. Also, there was a little cigarette smell in the living room.
My husband and I weren't the ones who drank and ate, since we excused ourselves at the entrance door. Also, neither my husband nor I smoke.
I see.
You know what, Kevin? Maybe this has something to do with that, but my husband wants to talk to you about something.
What? Robert wants to talk to me?
He says it's better when your wife and Nora aren't around. Besides, I saw something yesterday that bothered me a little too. I think I should tell you about it.
Sure, I'm off duty tomorrow and my wife is going out with her friends in the morning and coming home in the evening. So I'll definitely be home alone at noon.
Robert is available at noon too.
Well, let's talk over lunch, shall we? We didn't get to eat together today. You should come see our new place again.
We will. We'll come by tomorrow around noon.
Got it. Kathy, thank you for earlier. Tell Robert that I said thank you.
No problem. I'm sorry I surprised you with the sudden exposure. You just started living in your new place, and I'm sure you didn't want to hear that kind of story.
Well, it's better I knew. In fact, I've done a thorough search of my place and found some circumstantial evidence that seems to confirm it. Even if it's not what I think it is. My wife lied to me that she treated you to lunch, and in fact, she turned you away. There should be an explanation for that. I'm sure there's something shady going on. Maybe it's because I've seen a lot of cases as a lawyer. I have a keen instinct for this kind of thing.
Is there anything else Robert and I can do?
There's nothing for now. A lot of things are starting to happen after you told me. We'll settle this in a month, probably. I'm sorry, but until then, just pretend you're not aware of anything.
Okay, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. It's not good to keep things to yourself.
Thanks. I'm counting on you when I need you.
Hey, you? My daughter is feeling sad that her husband has stopped coming home. You better not be having an affair. What kind of newlywed would cheat on her wife? You're a lawyer, but you're not an ethical person. Hey, answer me. Well, fine. If you don't come back, we'll take this condo. For the record, my daughter is pregnant. I'll make sure the cheating man pays his alimony and child support, and I'll make sure he pays it in full. Hey, you. I got a weird envelope in the mail. What do you think you're doing?
Hello, Nora. You said so yourself. I have to make sure the cheating woman pays her alimony.
What are you talking about? You're the one who cheated on her. You hurt my daughter, dumped her, and now you're sending her divorce and alimony papers? You have no human heart.
You're the one with no heart, Nora.
I beg your pardon?
You're the one who forced your daughter to cheat on me.
What's that? What are you talking about?
The guy my wife is cheating on with me is a doctor who makes more money than I do as a lawyer. And she's pregnant with his child, isn't she?
What?
Along with the divorce papers, there's a report from the investigation into the affair. I think there are some photos with it, so I'd like you to take a good look at them.
No way. When did you find out?
The day when Kathy brought us a housewarming gift. When she was stranded in front of the entrance door and saw a young man ringing our room 1006, and went straight in. Kathy was watching from a little distance from the entrance, trying not to be in people's way because of the bicycle. She could have gone in with the guy, but she thought it would be rude and held back. I heard you guys said something absurd to her, like admission fee of $5,000, and you managed to keep her out of our place, and you guys were relieved, huh? But Kathy recognized the man's face, and she remembered him when she got home.
What?
Kathy's husband, Robert, is a doctor. The man my wife was having an affair with was Robert's colleague at the same hospital. Kathy had seen him at a dinner party or something. Robert had heard that the guy was having an affair with a married woman and that he got her pregnant. Your daughter getting pregnant isn't because of me, it's because of her affair partner, right? I didn't know my wife was pregnant in the first place. I told my wife that I don't want to have kids yet because I wanted to focus on my work. It's not my baby, timing-wise.
You're lying. That doctor is Kathy's husband's colleague? What a coincidence.
I guess the world is a smaller place than you think.
That's impossible. You're bullshitting me. You're blaming me and my daughter to cover up your own affair. Of course you are. You're a lawyer and you have no common sense. You're the worst.
My wife has already confessed to the crime.
I beg your pardon?
You were the one who encouraged her to do it, but she's just as guilty. She confessed that she only married me for my job as a lawyer and my income. She had an affair with a doctor who made more money than me, and she was going to dump me eventually, but she didn't expect to get pregnant.
That's a lie. I don't approve.
I don't care if you approve or not. We'll find out who the father of the child is when we get tested. Let the judiciary decide for the rest.
Oh no. Look, I'm sorry. My daughter is sorry too. I apologize. So, could you please forgive me? Where are you anyway? Please come back.
I'll have a lawyer come between us from now on. If you have anything to say, I'll ask you to go through my lawyer. Also, about our condo, I'm getting ready to lease it out.
What?
I'm glad I didn't take out a loan and just paid it all at once. I'm going to ask you to leave as soon as the divorce is finalized.
Wait, that place is joint property between you and my daughter, right? Even if you get divorced, half of it will still be ours, right?
No, it won't. That place is in my name, and I'm the one who paid the lump sum before we got married. Please get the hell out of there.
Oh no. What's this? You cheated me. Oh, Nora, what is it suddenly? I'm in front of your house. I thought for sure this is where Kevin is being sheltered. I only knew the address, so I came here for the first time and... What's with this luxury house? It's bigger and more splendid than my new place. How in the world did you come to have such a huge house? I thought you were poor. Didn't I tell you about this house? I inherited this house from my late grandmother as a gift for caring for her. Simply put, it was my grandmother's house. And I also own a cafe and a couple of restaurants. That's my business. And my husband is a doctor, so we're not particularly poor. So, you weren't poor. Then why didn't you pay me the $5,000? Huh? If you were rich, you could afford to pay the $5,000 admission fee. If this was going to happen, I should have taken as much money as I could from you back then. I should have ripped off from you. You know what, Nora? Are you messing with me? Huh? Like I said before, I'm a business owner, and my brother is a lawyer. I'm not stupid enough to pay $5,000 for entry to my brother's place. That's absurd. What is your attitude, you cheeky woman? Oh, by the way, Kevin isn't here. What? He's not? I haven't been told where he is either. Then where did he go? I don't know. My daughter has suddenly disappeared as well. How am I supposed to live on my own now? Help me. Kevin's wife and her lover tried to elope and disappear, but they were traced and Kevin demanded a solid alimony payment. Kevin's wife gave in to Kevin's demand and asked her adulterous partner to pay the alimony in a one lump sum. Kevin and his wife got divorced, and their former residence, the condo, was leased. After that, Kevin's ex-wife and the adulterous partner disappeared. The adulterous partner's savings as a doctor seemed to have run out almost entirely due to the alimony. So, I am not sure how the two of them, who are expecting a child soon, will make a living. Nora, on the other hand, kept complaining to Kevin even after the divorce mediation. But she has grown quiet ever since she rampaged and made a fuss at Kevin's law firm, breaking some of the vases there, and was arrested for vandalism. Nora has been relying on Kevin for money and has no savings of her own. She now lives in a shabby apartment and works part-time to make ends meet.
Camille, sorry. I have a sudden business trip starting tomorrow. Huh? Starting tomorrow? That's sudden. And it's really far, for 2 nights and 3 days. 2 nights and 3 days? Didn't the president say the company would consider having business trips closer for employees with children? Yeah, I know. But one of my colleagues suddenly can't go, due to a family tragedy or something. Others have important meetings, and I'm the only one available. Well, if that's the case, it can't be helped. I promised about going to an amusement park this weekend. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Ava is with me right now and I just told her. She said, "Daddy, do your best at work." The support from your daughter really touches the heart. I'm about to cry. You are being too dramatic, honey. But for real, I'm glad she grew up to be a smart and kind daughter. She's only 5, but she's mature. You're busy with work, and Ava is usually asleep by the time you get home. Did you forget that she's going to elementary school next year? She understands these things already. If Ava is cheering for you, you can't help but give your best, right, honey? Yes, I'll do my best. I have to prepare some documents for my business trip, so I might be back in the morning. Wait, so you're leaving for the business trip early tomorrow morning? It might turn out that way. I'm sorry, but could you pack my suitcase with a change of clothes and stuff? I'll get everything I need for work at the office. Just prepare it like you do for our regular trips. Sure, I'll take care of it. Thanks. It's really nice to have a family that helps out in times like this. What are you talking about? I'm your wife, so it's only natural. But you'll make it up to me about the amusement park next time, okay? Ava will sulk if you neglect her too much. I understand. Well, to avoid that, I will support you two when I get back home. I'll be waiting for you. Anyway, good luck at work for now. All right. I'm going to start preparing the documents. Bye. I can't wait for tomorrow's trip. I've always wanted to stay at the Riverfront Resort Hotel. The room has a gorgeous bath, and the dinner will be a French dinner. I'm so excited, I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight. What? Trevor? What? Camille? Oops, I sent it by mistake. I see. Did you say Riverfront Resort Hotel? I think it's a luxury resort that just opened. You said you're going on a business trip tomorrow, right? Yes, I am. So, I'm staying there on my business trip. You're staying at a place like that on a business trip? Yeah. The president of the company seems to have splurged on it for me because it's a very long business trip, 2 nights and 3 days. It's so popular that it's hard to get a reservation, but I'm amazed he got a room. Who were you originally going to send that message to? I thought you were going on a business trip alone. Are you with someone? Didn't I tell you? I'm with my colleague, Taylor. I thought everyone was so busy that you were the only one who could go.
That's how it started out. But Taylor decided to come with me because he thought it would be too difficult for me to go alone. It is an important deal, you know.
I see. Taylor has a young child too, right? Is he fine with a 3-day, 2-night business trip?
I'm the same way, right? It's hard to juggle being a dad and a businessman. Well, he was just talking about spoiling their family once he went back.
I see.
I feel bad that I'm breaking the promise with you and Ava. I feel like I'm the only one who's getting a good deal. So, I couldn't bring myself to say it earlier.
Well, you are right. I'm a little jealous. I won't tell Ava about the resort.
I appreciate that. Well, I still have work to do.
Good luck. Give my regards to Taylor.
Thanks to you, I managed to get to the hotel on time. Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. You just came back in the morning, grabbed your luggage, and ran out without even eating breakfast. I was so surprised.
I'm sorry. I had a last-minute flight to catch.
You must really work until midnight and then go on a rush business trip. Take the rest of the day off.
No, it doesn't work like that.
What?
I've got a dinner meeting with some executives from a business partner. The meeting isn't until tomorrow. These things are important for business too.
Being a businessman is tough, huh?
I'm doing this for you and Ava. I'll keep up the good work as a father and a businessman.
Good luck. By the way, are you with Taylor now?
Yes, we're together. We're going to a dinner meeting together.
I see.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I was just wondering.
Well, I'm off to a dinner meeting now. It'll probably last till midnight, and I won't be able to reply. So don't worry about me, okay?
Okay, I understand.
Hey, Vanessa. I finally don't have to worry about my wife anymore, baby. I'll be waiting for you in the hotel lobby. Well, even so, meeting near home would risk being caught by my wife. So going separately to a hotel far away and then meeting up, you really came up with a clever plan. Until now, I'm sorry I couldn't meet up with you because of my family. My wife thinks I'm on a business trip this time, so we're going to go tonight. We'll have a nice evening alone tonight.
I'm so happy. I'll be there right now.
I'll be waiting for you, Vanessa, my baby girl. What? Wait! You've got to be kidding. Why are you here?
You said you'd wait for me in the lobby, so I went over there for you, okay?
But that was...
Did you mean to send it to a woman named Vanessa Rogers?
What? Why do you know her full name?
Well, she told me.
What?
I'm with Vanessa right now. You ran out of the lobby as soon as you saw me. I wonder if you didn't see that Vanessa was here too.
So what? I don't know about Vanessa. I meant to send that message to Taylor.
If you were going to send something like that to a married coworker with kids, that's just weird. Vanessa admitted she was having an affair with you.
What?
I heard you told her you were divorcing me and marrying her. Vanessa seemed she knew that you were married. She believed you were serious about her. That's when you ran away at once when you saw me. She was so shocked and she felt betrayed. I guess she's done with you now. You had been having an affair with her for the past 3 months, and that you've been seeing each other many weeknights. And you were planning a 3-day, 2-night affair starting today at this hotel. She told me everything.
Damn it. Why did she blabber on and on? She should have kept her mouth shut.
How can you say that after missending me twice? You've got nerve. You told me everything about going to Riverfront Resort Hotel, being in the lobby, and more, didn't you?
What are you going to do to Vanessa? I won't forgive you if you hurt her.
Are you pretending to protect her now? Coming from someone who ran away? I'm angry at Vanessa, but what pisses me off the most is you. Vanessa is sorry for what she did, and she seems really shocked until now. Firstly, we want you, who is on the run, to come back, now.
I won't. If I go, I will get in trouble. I'll keep running like this.
I don't think you can escape the police.
The police? What do you mean?
My husband went missing, so I should file a missing person report, right? Your father and mother are gonna do it too. If the police can't do it, they're ready to hire a detective or whatever it takes to clearly establish the truth with their son.
Why are you dragging Mom and Dad into this? Don't go making this into a big deal on your own.
I don't have a choice. I needed someone to watch Ava while I was here.
Oh.
Even though you saw me coming alone, you weren't worried about your daughter. As a father, how could you act like that?
But...
When I talked to your mother about how suspicious you were, she said, "Don't worry about Ava. Just go find out what's going on." She gladly sent me off. By the way, your father arranged the plane tickets to get me here. It was a bit of a rush job, so I wasn't sure if I could get a ticket. But thanks to your father being a gold member of the airline, luckily, one person canceled, so I was able to come all the way here.
What the hell? Well, if Vanessa already told you everything, there's nothing I can hide. Do you want a divorce now?
What?
Investigating the affair persistently like this, that's what you want, right? Then fine, I'll divorce you.
Are you just going to shrug it off?
Yeah, so what? But you should raise Ava. I don't want the kid. I won't be able to continue the relationship with Vanessa anyway. It is just so hassle for me to find a new one. If I had a kid with me.
What are you saying? How can you talk about your daughter like that? She loves you so much. Even when she can't go to the amusement park, she still encourages you to do a good job. She's such a sweet and kind child. I thought you loved her.
I was just pretending to love her. My company's policy is to support parenting, or whatever it's called. People who don't like kids are treated like they're not human. It's really depressing, you know?
I can't believe you were this kind of person.
Say whatever you want. I don't want a nagging woman like you and your annoying daughter. I want to get the hell out of your life. If you want alimony and child support, I'll pay for it. While the president's policies are annoying, but the pay is good.
But can you continue working at that company?
What?
Because people from the company know that you lied about going on a business trip. They'll ask you a lot of questions, and it'll be hard for you to stay, don't you think?
Why? You told them?
Even the kind president, who is a father and supportive of employees with kids, suddenly sending you and Taylor on a business trip? I thought it was strange. After you left this morning, I called the company and asked them.
What did you say?
I was surprised when Taylor answered. When I asked him about the business trip, he had no idea what I was talking about. He told me you were on leave until tomorrow. There wasn't a business trip planned. and there was no colleague who suddenly couldn't go on a business trip due to a family death. You're just trying to make someone's family member die so you can have an affair with them. That's just disgusting.
Damn.
By the way, he mentioned you are going home on time as well, including yesterday, when you came home in the morning. So I got suspicious and quickly left Ava with your parents and decided to go to the Riverfront Resort Hotel. When I left, there was still no clear evidence of the affair. But then, I received a message from you that proves your affair. I also got a testimonial from Vanessa. Oh, I received a message from your mom just now.
What? Don't tell my parents about this, please.
Of course, I told them everything. She's taking care of Ava, so I have to keep her informed.
Oh no.
They are both very furious. Your dad even said he's going to disown you.
Oh my God.
Well, there's nowhere to run now.
Damn it.
Even without you telling me, I'll take Ava. I can't leave Ava to a scumbag like you. I'll get alimony and child support too. If you come back quickly and are willing to talk, I might go easy on you. If not, we'll settle things through a lawyer from now on.
Wait, I'm going back to the hotel right now. Forgive me, Camille, please.
Trevor, Vanessa, and I boarded a plane to go home. My in-laws were waiting for us at the airport, and his father took Trevor and Vanessa away and lectured them. As for me, I went home with Ava and my mother-in-law. After that, I divorced Trevor and I naturally got custody of Ava. Later, I demanded alimony and child support from Trevor and alimony from Vanessa. As expected, Trevor's company found out about the affair, and the president of the company got furious. In the end, Trevor voluntarily resigned from the company. He was also cut off from his in-laws and was looking for a new girlfriend while working part-time at a restaurant. Well, it's unlikely for a woman to date a man working part-time at his age. Now he lives alone, paying alimony and child support while struggling financially. Ava was more than a little shocked by the divorce, and as a mother, it was heartbreaking. However, my in-laws were understanding and supportive, helping her gradually recover. Next weekend, with Ava and my in-laws, we are going to an amusement park.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.